Welcome back. You're still watching It's a Beautiful Day. This is the Weather HQ segment. The newly opened 32 million peso legislated multi-species marine hatchery in Bagak, Bataan is poised to play a significant role in enhancing the fish seed production, supporting aquaculture businesses, and promoting marine resource sustainability throughout the region. Now, to discuss the impact of this project, the innovative aspects behind it, and its importance for the future of aquaculture and fisheries management in the Philippines as well, we are joined by Mr. Wilfredo M. Cruz, the Director of BFAR's Region 3. Magandang umaga, Sir Willie. Thank you so much for joining us on It's a Beautiful Day.
Magandang umaga, Paolo, at magandang umaga po sa mga tagapakinig, taga-subaybay ng inyong programa.
Sir Willie, simulan muna natin kung bakit gumawa yung gobyerno ng multi-species fisheries sa Bataan po.
Actually, ang multi-species, ito yung tinatawag na legislated hatchery projects, hindi lang naman ng Bataan. Nagsimula ito sa Quezon. So, during the time, the incumbency of now Governor Joet Garcia, siya yung congressman natin noon. So, he sponsored a bill which is which became a RA 11912 na establishment ng multi-species hatchery sa Bagak, Bataan. So, doon po nagsimula lahat at yun nga po na nagkaroon ng katuparan. So ngayon ay operational na ang ating multi-species hatchery sa Bagak, Bataan.
So yung hatchery po na to, normally sinasabi po natin yet yung goal is yung sustainability. Sustainability sa agrikultura po natin, aquaculture po natin. How can this promote yung sustainability po sa aquaculture dyan sa Bataan in particular?
Yes po. As we all know naman po, Bataan is one of the leading provinces in terms of aquaculture production. So, particularly the towns of Orani, Hermosa. So, we need a lot of fingerlings. And being also the national focal person for Bangus program, at the moment, we import about 60% of our fry needs, Bagos fry requirement from Indonesia. So these legislated hatcheries, of course, will answer the problems on our fry requirements in the country. And the Bagak multi-species hatchery is one of those 57 multi-species hatcheries in our country. Yan po.
Sir, when we talk about yung hatchery po nito, some people are wondering kung climate resilient po ito because aquaculture has been affected by climate change in general. Yung hatchery po nito, are we able to say that it is climate resilient?
Yes, definitely. Number one, it is placed in there's higher grounds po. So definitely hindi siya mabaha. And it is a concrete hatchery. So meaning talagang resiliensya in terms of mga typhoons natin, even possibly kung hindi naman malalakas yung earthquake. And it is a full solar hatchery, so pwede stand-alone siya. It is a stand-alone multi-species hatchery which is operating on its own solar power source. Yeah.
Sir, may challenges po ba yan, yung fully solar-powered yung facility po nito?
Ang ano lang yan, of course, yung atin namang mga solar panels, matagal yan. Possibly, mga batteries, which are madali lang naman silang palitan.
Sir, can we talk about yung how this affects the local communities in terms of ensuring na there's always high quality na fingerlings for them to actually help actually grow sa mga operators po natin sa aquaculture. How does yung hatchery na to affect the local communities po?
Of course, initially there are two species identified to be bred in the multi-species hatchery, which are bangus and of course our freshwater prawn, yung ulang. So marami po. We have a lot of bangus funds in our municipalities, particularly sa Orani and Hermosa. And of course, meron tayong broodstock dyan, marami tayong broodstock. And definitely there will be a surplus of eggs. So we started also a larval rearing facility dyan din sa Bagak na merong isang organization dyan na yung excess na eggs, sila naman ang pwedeng mag-alaga from eggs to fry for the consumption din ng ating mga fish farmers dyan sa probinsya ng Batanes. Kung sobra, even sa provinces ng Zambales and Bulacan.
Direk Willie, if I'm not mistaken, there is a 2-year transition period wherein yung local personnel po ay mag-handle po ng facility. Can you tell us a bit more about yung mga programa po ninyo to educate the local personnel for yung transition period po na to?
Yes, based on the memorandum of agreement, the facility will be run by BFAR for the first 2 years. But during these first 2 years, there is already an immersion from the part of the provincial local government unit. Na later, the local government unit will run the project. So meron siyang smooth transition as operationalization is concerned. Yeah.
Direk Willie, if I'm not mistaken, may private component din po to in terms of the partnership for the development of yung hatchery na to?
Yes, initially kasi there is a very difficulty in identifying suitable site, and through the effort of our Governor Joet, so nagkaroon ang isang private company ang nag-donate ng 1 hectare area. Ito po yung Shermac. So there is a collaboration, kumbaga private-public partnership ang nangyari dito sa project na to.
Direk, when we talk about yung long-term vision po ng mga marine hatcheries na like this, the one in Bataan, na-mention nyo po that there is a reliance on imports coming from Indonesia. How long or how many more facilities like this do you think the Philippines needs to be able to reduce yung reliance po on yung imports coming from other countries?
We have about 57, though I guess 27 are the first to operationalize, but we have still a lot of hatcheries to be operationalized, I guess, and we have already a lot of broodstocks. So we're going to our target is for up to 2030. We will be self-sufficient as far as bangus fry requirement is concerned.
To reach that goal po, 2030, sinabi niyo po, do we need to open more hatcheries po or just increase yung operational capacity ng mga existing hatcheries po natin?
Yes, ang target natin is enough na yon, but we are going to establish more larval rearing facilities. Mas maliliit na to. Dahil may mga breeders na tayo na about 46,000. Enough na para ma-produce natin yung requirement natin na eggs to produce our 4 billion fry requirement every year.
Sir, na-mention po, we said it was multi-species yung hatchery po na to. Can you give us a list of yung mga species na pinaprioritize ng hatchery po?
Of course, our main species is milkfish. The other, and we have the prawn, and we have also some high-value species like yung sea bass, pompano, and other than that, meron tayong mga crustaceans like yung ating mga shrimp, yung ating mga oyster and mussel. Meron din tayong kasama din sa ibang mga hatcheries na establish na ng Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources.
Direk Willie, sa region nyo in particular po, are we expecting more hatcheries to come up or any more programs in this line?
We are depending upon the request of our local our representatives from the Congress. And pag marami pong nag-request pa na i-approve naman ng Senate, dadami pa yan. But for our, as of now, our assessment is okay na muna yung ating mga dating legislated hatcheries to produce our requirement.
So far, so good. That is the Director of BFARS Region 3, Direct Willie M. Cruz. Maraming salamat po. Thank you so much for joining us on It's a Beautiful Day.
Maraming salamat po, Paula. Thank you.